Yo guys, LFG playoffs are here, so let's go.
Best to all of you. Now let's go.
This WWE LFG episode opens up as Shawn Michaels says the women will go first and then the men next episode as we begin the playoff elimination. As the future greats get ready for a class photo, we hear from the Undertaker.
Everything has gotten real now and has set in. You can kind of finally see in their heads, they're starting to think like, oh, okay, this run might be over.
And then we hear from Leigh Laurel about her nerves heading into the playoffs.
I felt like my entire body was shaking, but I felt still at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, just the inside of my body, like all the butterflies and everything.
The night before the eliminations, the legends sat down with some of the future greats to gauge where their heads are at. Undertaker first sits down with Tyra May Steele and Bailey Humphrey as we hear from Bailey about why the dead man should pick her.
I think I have the ability to change the wrestling world. I think I have the ability to change it when it comes to females. It's time for new blood, and I think I can bring it.
When Bailey Humphrey breaks the Royal Rumble elimination record in 2029 after gripping Danny Ray's head so hard that she looks like 06 Rey Mysterio, we will be there.
You've seen me on the Olympic level. I will make sure that I make you proud and make every single little girl and little boy that is watching me, that is looking up to me.
I know I've been pretty harsh on Tyra because, well, she kind of fell off, but I still equally think she can turn it around. It's extremely early in her career. Undertaker says, don't leave anything in the tank, go take it all. We then cut to Booker T, who sits down with Leigh Laurel and Panina P. Nasty to Aleppo. They discuss how both these women have been riding together since day one, but now you've got to eliminate each other.
Choice gotta be made.
I never thought like I'll be under the big lights like this. To be put under the pressure, and I ain't cracked yet, it's only built me 10,000 times stronger than I already thought I was.
I really like P. Nasty. I really like Panina to Aleppo. Like, biased jokes aside about Leigh Laurel, but they're fine. Just shouting.
I'm gonna fight all these urges.
I can be that girl. I am that girl. She's the next big thing here.
But P. Nasty has a huge upside, and I think even if she got eliminated today, she'd make it to NXT somehow. She's got the mic skills, and she can perfect the in-ring work. I know she missed an elbow one time, but she's got the character. And in my opinion, to a certain extent, the character outweighs the in-ring ability. We hear from Mickie James's future greats up for elimination, Danny Shakelski and Serena Linton.
I think in this whole series, I showed a lot of potential up front.
I waited and I waited and I waited for my opportunity, and I finally feel like I'm just now getting started.
Then Mickie straight up says to Serena, okay, what do you think Danny's greatest strengths and weaknesses are?
How agile she is and how easy it is for her to pick up. However, I do think a weakness of hers is her character and how to really stand out.
Damn, bro, she just said you got no character, brother. You got about as much character as some plain porridge. Guy like me wouldn't take that.
I think her greatest strength is her story. Her greatest weakness, I see a fine line between cockiness and confidence. And I don't like people who are cocky, so.
Dare I say that Serena has backed it up a little more than Danny though? I feel like in recency bias at least, Serena has chosen the right time to catch fire. But then again, Danny has always been solid to be fair to her, so we'll see. We then see Bubba Ray, who is in heaven?
Comfy? At ease?
Well, now I'm uncomfortable.
Relaxed?
No.
Stand up.
I'll be honest, whoever decided to put Xena versus Tatiana in the first round of the playoffs is going to hell. This is about to be like the Cavs sweeping the Heat, bro. All due respect.
I do the things to be in first place, such as studying film 24/7 when I'm not here, when I'm at home, when I'm with friends. All I'm doing, everything, my whole life revolves around wrestling.
Oh, Xena, we love you.
I just decided to remove the filter a little bit. I was just honest and raw about it. And I regret none of it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Personally, I just have so much more to give.
Are those tears of disappointment?
They're more a mix.
I'm the Australian gold standard, Tatiana Dumas, Tyra May Steele. And then as soon as she steps up to the finals, but Bubba is pretty pleased about that answer as we see the girls embrace.
I fall in love with this in such a short amount of time.
Great answer.
But now it was time for the first round of the playoffs, Tatiana Dumas against Xena Sterling. And as Bubba says, if there was ever a time for Tatiana to lock in, it would be now.
If ever you were gonna have a day, today is the day.
And she does lock in because as Xena is making her entrance, she wastes no time to the applause of The Undertaker.
Uh-oh. She got a little fire in her today.
But it doesn't last very long.
I'm telling you, Tatiana has already forgot everything.
She's improving a little bit, but at the same time, she's in the first round against Xena Bloody Sterling. So pack your bags, buddy. You're going to Cancun. But even though she's rushing through the match a bit, Taker gives her the benefit of the doubt, saying, this is the first real time she's shown emotion. We could work on it and dial it back. So it's not over.
This is the first time that she's really showed emotion and personality. It's like I almost wouldn't want to tell her to slow down.
Right.
There's a great moment in this match where Tatiana has Xena in a hold, and she's making direct eye contact with Bubba and Mickey.
The line and the eyes are on you. Well, the eyes right now are they're looking right at the legends, especially Bubba.
Mickey's like, oh, okay, just smile and wave. I'm a little scared. They say the most important two things for a babyface are the sell and the comeback. Then Xena screams at the judges at ringside before we see a very close call suplex botch as Xena picks up the win.
Confidence issues with Tatiana, that's for sure. We've seen that several times.
Who's she calling him?
I think she's calling you
She's
out,
supposed
Mickey.
to scream oxymoron.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Whoa. Oh, shoot, that was close. Wow, that was close.
Into the cover for Xena, and Sterling picks up the win.
Tatiana almost got bust down. Tatiana, bust down, Tatiana.
Continue into this program, one goes on.
It would be incredibly harsh if Xena Sterling got eliminated in the finals because of one little fired-up suplex spot, you know? As the legends give feedback, Booker says this was Tatiana's best performance, and The Undertaker also gives his praises.
Xena, we got to see a different side of you. We've seen you shine. It was nice to see you fight from underneath and have to overcome something. So well done.
But what won't surprise you is that Bubba Ray is not entirely happy. Shocker.
I'm very happy, and I'm a little disappointed. But this has become a very tough decision today.
This guy is genuinely like that one person in your life that you can never really seem to please no matter what you do. But then Xena Sterling weighs in on all of that, and she's a little bit disappointed.
Like, what could I have done, like, for us to have that chemistry that we needed in order for us to deliver the match that Bubba had in mind for us?
Next, we got to do a fit check on Panina and Lee because, hello, these fits go hard. They said it's the playoffs, time to ball.
While Xena second guesses her performance, Panina Tuilepa and Leigh Laurel prepare themselves for their elimination match.
Panina's low-key giving Spider-Man while Lee is like the Disney princess Jasmine. But just like Peter Parker, Panina is incredibly locked in.
She's gonna get her ass whooped. This right here is for me. I just gotta go get it.
you know what it is? She's into cosplay. She's cosplay.
And 3 months in, Mickey just finally realized what Leigh Laurel is all about. Her entire gimmick should just be cosplaying as different wrestlers. That would be hilarious. But this match begins with a strong grapple showcase from Leigh Laurel.
Josh, she's looking real confident tonight. Look at the balance right there. Look at the body language. Look at the poster. Look at the
Where's
poster.
it been?
Look at the poster right there. Beautiful poster.
Beautiful.
Somebody give me a camera.
Funny.
And then we see a fun moment amongst the legends.
Big power from P Nasty.
Whoa. Now I definitely know who her coach is. No selling.
Honestly, The Undertaker seems like a swell guy. Do you think if eventually I could get enough swing to like ask him to come on the channel and watch Total Divas with me? Nah, probably not. That's stupid. Panina gains some love from the judges about her nasty character work.
Panina does some things sometimes. Her instincts are, the instincts are there. She just needs to.
Mechanics.
Yeah, it's just a
Like
little
that.
bit. Yeah.
But overall, I liked this match. I think this was certainly one of the strongest showings for Leigh Laurel and P Nasty. But ultimately, Leigh Laurel picks up the win with a crossbody.
Wrestling part is starting to slow down once the bell rings. High cross body and a big win.
And then the judges discuss both competitors briefly after the match.
I don't know. There's definitely
A
something.
lot of things were awash in my mind.
I see something in Panina.
The words that came to mind watching you were smoke and mirrors.
Whoa, wait a minute, wait. Oh no, that's technically We then find out what inspired Leigh Laurel's gear as Mickey says it was great.
So it was inspired by an anime, Sailor Moon.
Good job. I love the gear on both of you.
Mickey just notes that while cosplay can be cool, you want to make sure you're getting yourself over, not somebody else's character. And Taker notes the instincts of Panina Tuilepa.
You have really incredible instincts, heel instincts, which is invaluable.
And then Booker brings everybody back down to earth and says he's got to think really hard. There is a tough decision to make. As Panina still feels pretty confident.
Feeling good, feeling righteous. The show required us to be put under pressure, and I think I'm one of one, so I'm Big P. I am pressure.
But now we move our attention to another two up for elimination from Team Taker this time, Bailey Humphrey and Tyra May Steele. Tyra remains pretty confident and ready to do this.
I am no stranger to having to go out there and wrestle friends. Once we step into the squared circle, it is do or die. And I am doing.
As the match begins, both women start with a little sportswomanship, which you love to see.
They already look like they belong on TV.
Teammates, all right?
One team, one dream.
And then Bailey lets out the kind of scream that kind of signifies when you're having a true mental breakdown.
Mood just changed.
That's one of those just saw a rumor that Shinsuke Nakamura got released kind of screams. One of my favorite things about Bailey Humphrey is that every throw, every clobbering hit looks legit.
Deal with certain situations, how to capitalize on someone's mistakes, how to stay calm under pressure, and the pressure has not been higher.
There's a great moment in this match where we finally see a little vision of Kurt Angle in Tyra as she locks in the ankle lock.
That ankle lock is cinched in deep on Humphrey.
And this match continues to cook as Bailey hits a choke slam, but she fails to go for the cover.
Choke slam.
No! That's it. Oh, cover, cover.
And I mean, I get it. When you hit a big move, you want to make the crowd think you actually believe in the move so much that you go for the pin. And plus, it gets the crowd more into it when you hit that 1, 2, oh, you know, the 2.9. They're going to make me an LFG judge next season. I'm basically ready. But then we see Bailey go for her finish, which is countered again into the ankle lock for the big win.
Undertaker looking on, and there's the strength with the knee given out. Steele, who has done all the damage to the lower body, goes back, and Humphrey has no choice.
By far the strongest showing I've seen from Tyra in this process. The character work was there, her in-ring work has always been solid because did you know she's an Olympian? But overall, the credit has to be as loud as the criticism, and Tyra, you did a hell of a job. But also props to Bailey, who continues to be a beast. And by God does she show it after the match, because we are not done.
They are teammates after all. Oh, wait a minute, not so fast.
So much for teammates.
Yeah.
And deservingly so, Booker and Mickey both compliment that match.
I can say that you guys walked out here and you both looked like you belonged on television already.
Bailey, you look really on point here tonight. Tyra, same thing. Both of you guys did really, really awesome job.
And The Undertaker agrees, also saying he's got a difficult decision to make.
You guys told me a story that neither one of you want to go home, and you made my decision extremely difficult.
And then Drake Moreau weighs in, saying he wouldn't want to be in that position because it's going to be tough.
I haven't felt that the entire time I've been here in 2 years.
That was fun.
Like,
that was fun.
That was effing awesome.
Balls to the wall.
When the match was done, I was not selling. I was like, mother of everything that is holy.
And then Bailey says this is probably her best match to date.
The best one I think I've ever done. That was the best wrestling match I've had, hands down.
But then we hear from Danny and Serena just moments before their match.
I think the women have already started to set the bar high, so we're last, and we got to go out with a bang. It's all or nothing today.
Serena has been on fire recently, and the judges continue to notice her confidence as she makes her entrance.
She's really coming out of her shell.
Yes, she definitely is.
This match is pretty solid though, and you can see the fire and desire in the eyes of Serena Linton. She wants this so bad. But equally, Danny has always been a standout, and while she may have cooled off because of the injury, she's still a favorite in this one. But eventually the match comes to an end with Serena Linton putting her feet on the ropes for the leverage win.
Did not pay off. Wait a minute. Trip, cover. Hey, wait! Oh, by any means necessary.
Then Taker weighs in after some props from Booker T.
That was fun to watch. Who knew you were a heel? Well done, and I do not envy you one bit.
And Bubba says, Danny, I've been a fan of you and your look since day one, while Serena has won him over. Every judge basically says, Mickey, you've got a tough choice here. But before any eliminations, it's time for the legends to decide on who had the best match today, and Bubba wasted little time.
Bailey and Tyra, boom, done, see ya, bye.
Wow.
You know what? Hell yeah. Mickey and Taker agree, and Booker says, I agree, but there's an asterisk.
What's the asterisk?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
The wild and wonderful mind of Booker T. Only God knows what's going on up there. Also, love to see Undertaker laughing his ass off. But we see the updated LFG leaderboard. Taker is still in the lead with 8 points, but there's still time to go. But then it was time for the first heart-wrenching elimination between Tatiana Dumar and Xena Sterling, where the first person eliminated by Bubba Ray is...
And I think you both did succeed today, but I just think you succeeded a little bit too late. You get one of these, and you get one of these. But you gotta go home.
I do.
Good job, good luck.
What can I say, man? Like, hell of an effort, you know, commiserations. You'll be fine anyway, you know, keep that dog inside you alive. I know it's still there, but my girl's going into the semis, baby. I gotta sit down. Oh.
But they're not tears of sadness, they're tears of passion, and this was a great way of showcasing just the beginning.
Then it was time for Booker T to make his final decision between Leigh Laurel and Penina, where the person going home is...
The person who actually put forth the most effort tonight was Penina. Unfortunately, Leigh gonna be going home tonight.
I know it was the right choice, but fuck. Oh man, Leigh, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Just don't stop. Keep going. Just good. No.
This isn't the end, and you'll be seeing a lot of me later.
I will. We hear Leigh Laurel's final words before she goes from being a future great to being future endeavor.
Like, I'm so obsessed with this now, and I can't see my life going in any other direction. I will be a great pro wrestler one day.
Then it was time for arguably the hardest decision for Taker between Tyra May Steele and Bailey Humphrey.
I've got an Olympic gold medalist, and I have somebody who I feel is going to change the face of women's wrestling.
And this next line,
Tyra, you're moving on.
Oh my gosh.
So proud of you. And this is only the beginning for you. I'm always going to be in your corner. And know that you're going to revolutionize this business. I truly believe that, or I wouldn't tell you that.
I mean, fair enough. Tyra's had her moments, but has Bailey even missed this whole time, this whole competition? I don't think so.
You've been wanting to hug me all year long, and if you're not going to, oh, geez, don't take me down.
I honestly think they gotta sign Bailey to a contract regardless. And I mean, that's the thing with LFG, as we noticed with Cutler James on NXT and Dark State. Chances are, realistically, it's not the end for any of them.
And I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. But when Taker whispered in my ear that I was gonna change the face of women's wrestling, that got me.
Most, if not all, will be signed and put to use on NXT or Level Up, but it's still gonna be heartbreaking living in that space of uncertainty.
Come on now, you already know that Undertaker said the face of women's wrestling.
Extremely, and I mean extremely rare, Chris Island W. Bailey says she's got a fire in her, and she's not done. You'll see her again soon, as we head into the final elimination. Team Mickey's Danny Shakelski and Serena Linton, with the person going home.
And you are going to run this show, but I would not want to put you on TV right now, because I think it would do you a disservice. I'm sorry, but I have to send you home. But please call me.
It's tough, man, because Serena really was balling at the end there, but ultimately Danny is the safer choice for right now. But it's a very sweet emotional scene with Mickey saying this.
I wish you could just come to my house and let me train you.
But then we hear final words from Danny and a goodbye from Serena.
Either one of us were equally deserving of the opportunity to move forward. I'm going to win this thing for Team Mickey.
Your name will be up in lights.
And someday I'll be a legend just like Mickey James.
And we hear final words from the future great still in the competition about the semi-finals.
You guys are not on the same level as me. Y'all gonna have to come get your issue, for real.
Winning this NXT contract would be an absolute dream. It is something that little Xena has dreamed of from 17 years old.
And also we get an LFG post-credit scene from the one and only.
What does the future hold for Bailey Humphrey? Honestly, it's endless. I see myself standing in the ring with thousands of people around me, chanting my name.
I really just wish she would have gotten the tagline.
And let's go.